Hello everyone, I am NeroX and welcome back to Fallout Shelter Fridays. Man, it's been ages since I've done this, hasn't it? Oh man, yeah, quite a few things have changed in the vault. I've gotten a couple of legendary, not weapons, people. Yeah, legendary vault dwellers. Legendary vault dwellers have extremely good stats, and I've made some of my vault dwellers dirty little whores. Oh man, I just realized what that sounds like thinking. Oh yeah, anyway, I think those are a couple of mechanics I kind of didn't really go into when I started doing these. It is possible to have your vault dwellers produce children, and the children inherent. I believe the stats they start with are like basically the average of both parents' stats, and they can fill up other roles in the vault. They all start at level 1, so it's like hatching a baby Pokemon, and they don't hatch immediately, and they don't. Oh god, I just realized how that sounds. It's like the same principle as hatching a baby Pokemon. Like one of your dwellers will be pregnant for I believe a few hours, which is a long time in Fallout Shelter time, and yeah. I was going to record a quest. I think I did a quest right before I recorded this, but I didn't think to capture it. I forgot to capture it. I was like, jeez, what a dumb moment. But on the next Fallout Shelter Friday, I will definitely be doing a quest for you guys, for the sake of showing off the quest feature. I didn't know how it worked either when I first did them. They're okay, they're fun, but they're kind of what's the word? Like they're kind of okay. There we go. They're kind of like It's like an RTS add-on to this game, which is really cool. Which I think really increases immersion. It's really good for the game. It adds a bit more to it besides tapping on the screen and collecting resources. Anyway, yeah, I guess I should get into I hadn't really talked about my gaming tastes quite a lot on this channel, but yeah, I think I should. I'm a big my theory with good game design has always been simple to learn, easy to pick up the basics, but difficult to totally master. That's why I love games, like really, action platform games, Sly Cooper, Mario Brothers. Obviously Mario Brothers. Mario Brothers is the king of the platformer. Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, I grew up with Crash. Spyro the Dragon. I never did beat the original PlayStation versions of those games, but I'm always willing to try something new. Like I always will. Like I'll look up how a decent Let's Play of a game. I'll give it a good once over to use a Let's Play to kind of judge the base an impression of the game off of. Then when I play it myself, I'll pass judgment on it. I did that with the Arkham series, and I watched Some Call Me Johnny's Let's Play of it, and was in love with it, because I was still kind of up in the air about it, because Batman games before them sucked, to be frank with you, except for Batman on the NES, but that one at least had good music. Anyway, yeah, I love Metroidvania games. I'm a huge fan of that style of game. Speaking of Metroidvania, what happened, Nintendo? What happened? I mean, I know Metroid has always done better in the States than it does here, but that doesn't mean you should totally abandon the franchise or just not really do anything with it. But I think Nintendo should, at this juncture, when it comes to some of their more quote unquote B team type franchises, is F-Zero, Metroid, is have the younger development teams in the studio in Nintendo kind of work on those, to kind of prove themselves before they go to the tried and true IPs, your Mario, Zelda, etc. And you have the veterans, Shigeru Miyamoto, Gunpei Yokoi, and Satoru Iwata. If they were both still alive, may they rest in peace. Kind of overseeing, kind of guiding them in the right direction, and also have also work on newer IPs, because you still need new IPs besides Splatoon. Splatoon was fun, but we still need some new IPs. Anyway, back to gaming. My gaming tastes. I love. I'm not a big sports gamer. I've never really cared for Madden. I've played it a couple of times and never really got into it. I love the Tony Hawk series and Skate. the good Tony Hawk games, I wish they were still good. Come on. What happened with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5, guys? Like, there was no reason to make that game that horrible. But anyway, I love Skate, love Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, loved NBA Street. That's kind of my speed when it comes to sports games, over the top, real arcadey. Not, I'm not a big sports sim kind of person. I get the market for them, but when it comes to sports games, I'll take NBA Jam over NBA 2K any day, especially with some of the kind of stuff that's gone on with the PC versions of that game and whatnot. Well, there's not really much to do in this episode. I'm just kind of like updating you on my gaming history, my gaming taste. I guess I should tell you this story. I love fighting games. I love Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Tekken, but I never got the hang of Killer Instinct, and I don't know why. I just never could get the hang of that game. I don't know if it was the physics. I don't know if it's the fighting engine. I could not get the hang of it. But anyway, I should tell you this story. This is a few years ago, I was in Union Station, and for those who don't know, Union Station is a place in downtown Chicago that obviously trains run out of. It's different from, because these trains run downstate into Wisconsin, etc. Anyway, now it's not there anymore, but it used to be kind of like a miniature arcade. You know what I mean? It was kind of like, just there if you had a few bucks and wanted to kill some time. And they happened to have the Tekken Tag Tournament arcade cabinet, like the very first arcade cabinet. And I'm like, oh man, this is like right up my alley. So I'm, I get some quarters, I pop them in, I'm starting playing. I'm like, fourth stage, guy walks in, I'm about 14 at the time. Guy walks in, I'm playing, my dad's over playing pinball, and my sister was playing, Galaga, I'm not totally sure about that. Anyway, and he asks, can I play with you? I'm like, yeah, sure, that's fine. So, puts in, and we're playing versus, old school arcade etiquette and all of that. And I sweep him. I beat him 3-0. And I'm like, and he's wondering how I got this good at it. I'm just sitting there, I'm just going to just doing what I've always approached how you play the game. And I had my mains out. I had Eddie Gordo and I think not Yoshimitsu, because I could never get the hang of him. And Jin, because I was always good with, Eddie was the first character I ever learned how to play as. And yes, I know he's cheap. I don't care. If you know how to counter him, you're pretty much golden when it comes to fighting an Eddie. But anyway, yeah, I pretty much mopped the floor with him. And my sister kind of made the joke, whenever I go to an arcade, we go to an arcade together and play Tekken, she should, be taking bets on who's gonna win. Yeah. That's, that's kind of one of my fond gaming memories. But, yeah, that's kind of, about it for this episode. I'm just moving resources around mostly, and, yeah, that's about it. When it comes to this episode, I am Nero X. This is the end of this episode of Fallout Shelter Fridays. I will end this series when we have a full vault at 200 dwellers, because that's probably when I'm going to uninstall the game at this point, because it's taking up too much memory on my phone. And I would use my tablet, but I hardly ever use my tablet, to be perfectly honest with you. But anyway, I'm Nero X. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and share and subscribe if you want more, because I'm trying to get a partnership so I can have some money coming in, because I'm both a view-hungry whore and a money-hungry whore, to be frank with you. Anyway, I'm out. Hello everyone, I am Nero X, and welcome back to Fallout Shelter Fridays. Man, it's been ages since I've done this, hasn't it? Oh man, yeah, quite a few things have changed in the vault. I've gotten a couple of legendary, not weapons,